What is going on, guys? DBG here, and yesterday kind of exposed everything, every kind of negative opinion I have in 2K. Yesterday kind of showed it. I made one of my videos saying that 2K was sabotaging their own game mode, and I fully believe they have. And I put out a video on my second channel, and there were a lot of really interesting comments. So I want to kind of respond to a few of them and talk about the whole situation. And talk about something that I like about another game, which I believe does this one specific thing better than MyTEAM. Although, I will say, in Season 5, MyTEAM did this well. And they went back. They didn't do it well in Season 4. In Season 4, the best card in the game was Terry Dishinger, and it was luck-based. Completely luck-based. It frustrated the hell out of everybody. And in Season 5, there was very few good luck-based cards. Look, neither of the TT Online cards were good. Donald was okay. Kermit was good, but not somebody you're going to play hundreds of games for. And every free card you got from a specific challenge in the agenda. So, obviously, this is what came out yesterday. But we look at yesterday. How you get these cards. And yeah, I get it. You can get them by the auction house. But like, how you get these? You either open a pack, which is spending real money. In fairness, Nurkic was a specific challenge. And then you've got like Ryan Hollins, Norman Powell. You've got John Collins. Pure luck. Complete luck whether or not you get these. Opening packs is pure luck as well. So we have a luck-based element where you're gambling your money away. You're spending a whole bunch of time based on luck for John Collins. Though one card that's not luck-based is the use of Nurkic. It is the use of Nurkic. And they also priced everybody out of it. So, I'm going to show you guys an example of a game that I believe does their reward system better than 2K. And it's FIFA 21. So, FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. Look, in terms of... I'm going to say this now. In terms of, like, practices, getting people to spend money on the game... I mean, FIFA's more pay to win than 2K. I'm going to put that out there. But it doesn't mean they don't do some specific things really well. First of all, their objectives. Their objectives aren't that much easier than the objectives in 2K, especially at the start of the year. But the season progress, it's a lot easier to get to the level 30. Get the 100,000 XP than it is to get to the 150k in MyTEAM. And also, if you get to level 20, you're almost halfway there. Whereas in 2K, you need to be at like level 36 and you're only halfway there. Out of 40, which is a little bit... Which can be seen as a good or a bad thing. But like, whatever, you get these rewards. But the thing is that in their objectives, and you guys can see in the top right, you can see XP. Like 2K literally even ripped off the same font of XP in FIFA. But I don't even care. It's a great... The XP and seasons concept is huge. And I will say this. 2K, with their season, basing the season around themes, is something that's a lot better than FIFA. And 2K do some things better. But let's say these are the unlockable cards. And you guys might be seeing 89, 91. I'm telling you, an 89 overall card in FIFA is like a 98 overall card in 2K. So, let's have a look at these. Like, you need to score in this game mode, score 2 goals outside the box, assist 3 goals from play, score 16 goals, win 9 matches, and score in 14 separate matches. Using 4-star weak foot players. So, you're looking at this and you're thinking, it is more of a grind than 2K. I will admit that. It's more of a grind. But on your way, you've got some extra players. Like a 75 plus goal rated player, that's like saying an 89 plus a Ruby or higher rated player. A pack like that. And then again, I'm going for Team of the Season Bamford because I'm a Leeds fan. I just need 6 more games to go and I'll get that by the end of today. But even though these take longer, and yes, they do take quite a little bit of time, there's specific targets. And that's what I really liked about Season 5, and it's a really easy one here. This one's really easy here. But again, games are shorter. Like, a game in FIFA is about 2 TTO games worth of length. So it's not that different. But the whole thing is that there are specific targets. And when you look at objectives, like your daily objectives, 180 XP, score a goal in the friendly match, play 2 matches in any mode, win 1 match. and you're looking like the gold, silver, and bronze ones. Score 3 goals using left wings in any mode. None of these are like score 3 points with goal, or not even gold. Score 3 points with some random player, or use 8 heat check players from a random team. Like, you can complete almost all these challenges without having any specific players. You really can. And obviously, it's very easy to get like a lower overall team of. It's a little bit different in FIFA, but my whole thing is what I really like, and it's why I really like Season 5, is we had specific goals. So now we gotta look at the way NBA 2K21 is, rather than FIFA. We gotta look at this game. Like, obviously, we're looking at yesterday's. There's stuff from packs, and there's luck-based things. If you guys want to talk about the Michael Jordan, we all know Michael Jordan was completely luck-based. Some people have, I know people that got 4 Michael Jordans, 4 Dark Matter Michael Jordans, and they're sitting on $1 million MT. But I also know most people will never, you could play 1,000 games and you probably won't see the Michael Jordan card. And that's the problem, is that for some people, if you get lucky, you can have your $1 million MT. You're sorted for the year. If you got lucky and saw Ty Lue in the glitch market, you got a free Dark Matter card, and it's just pure luck. There is one, like last season, again, we had 3 free agenda cards every week. Every week in Season 5, we had 3 free agenda cards. And not only that, as well as having 3 free agenda cards, we also had Spotlight Challenge cards. Or not Spotlight Challenge, weekly challenge cards. Where we had once a week, as well as the free packs we got here. Once a week, instead of mystery packs, we got a free card. We got another free grindable card for one singular challenge. And then, as well as that, but like with these things, it's like win one game, you get the card. Like the Nurkic type things, I haven't even bothered to get Nurkic because I couldn't care less. But it's like week 1 Clue, week 1 Leeds, week 1 Oubre. We had these type of things for every card on Friday. And then we had a bunch of like win the weekend type moments challenges where you score with these specific players. But then you got like Opal cards or a Ray Allen card who was really good. Like there were so many elite cards that were in the game. Like there were so many elite cards in the game at, well, elite cards for the time in the free market. The one thing I'm living in hope for is that this card right here is a really good player. The top secret player. I would have hoped that there was a week 5 or there was like a lead for today. I wish there was hints. But it does appear that 2K are just going to chuck in a card that we don't know of. And the whole thing is, I don't understand the secret point of it, because they're going to probably just release it randomly, but it's going to be on the database, so we're going to know about it anyway. So that kind of takes away the kind of hype. And in fairness, I don't think the Clue and the new leads don't have the hype they once had. They still have some hype. Like, by not putting a Clue and new leads for top secret, they're just taking away some hype here. So, I gotta wonder, I'm like obviously it's affecting 2K's bottom line. You don't go from the amount of specific grindable cards. And I do not believe, I will not consider Danny Ferry a grindable card. He is not, I refuse to call any card in the vault a grindable card. Because you could play 1 game and get him, or you could play 2,000 games and not get him. That is not, you are not grind, like that is not a grind for Ferry. That is just, you are hoping. You are praying to get lucky. You are not, no matter how much you grind, you're not guaranteed the card. So I'm not even counting these grindable cards. Triple Threat Online cards, I'm not even going to count these guys that much as grindable cards. But Triple Threat Online cards, it's a little bit easier to get a card in TT Online. I will say it. But again, I've seen Ron Harper. I have 7 Ron Harpers. I've seen Randall once. And this is over the whole season. I played at least 250 games of Triple Threat Online. I've played at least 25 boards. I've seen Ron Harper nearly every time I've gone to the top of the board. And then when I open the vault, I keep getting Ron Harper. And I know you're saying, oh, that's 5 KMT. It's like, it's not. It's the principle. It's the principle involved. But like, I read a comment, and it's very, very interesting. It is very, very interesting. Someone said this. It's not a mystery why this is happening. 2K making every card RNG based. It says giving free, easy to obtain content that can compete with the best cards in the game interferes with how much people are willing to spend. With the stuff they're doing with RNG, it keeps people playing the mode. Not quality. It's about quantity, not quality. The more time a person spends in game, And the more frustrated they get with not getting rewards, the more likely they will be to cave and hit the buy VC button. And I think that's it. I actually, like, that is the most accurate way to put it. That's the most likely thing that is happening. It's the only way I can think of. Another one says, theory, 2K wants to make us more open to gambling, so they're making every single thing in the game luck based. So they want to make us more open to play games of chance. And if we're used to playing games of chance with our time, maybe you've spent so much time for Danny Ferry that you're like, I've already wasted this much time. Why not just waste some money instead and click the buy VC button? It seems like that might be the case. And the case with these odds is to frustrate the player base and frustrating the players into hitting this button right here. And that's the only thing that I can think of. And it makes sense. And the scary thing is that, like, maybe this is being done intentionally, maybe it's not. And the weirdest part is that it's very clear. It is very, very clear that people are not even playing these modes anymore to get the Danny Ferry, because nobody cares. People are playing these games and turning off. Like, I know how many people are playing, say, Triple Threat Online, and then after 2 or 3 goes of the board, they're just turning it off. But I wonder how many of those same people, out of their sheer frustration, are hitting buy VC. And that's one of the things where, obviously, my perspective is very different to 2K's perspective. Because, for example, if you've got 10 players who are all grinding a Triple Threat Online, and after, say, 4 goes of not getting anything, all 10 players decide, I'm not playing Triple Threat Online anymore. And say 7 of those 10 players stop playing the game entirely and just give up for a week until the next Friday. But 3 of those 10 players decide to hit the buy VC button. Then 2K have won rather than keeping those 10. It's better for 2K, I think, to half their player base but get people hooked on buying VC than it is for 2K to double their player base. And that's just one of the scary things that I think it could easily be happening. It could very easily be happening. And it's my only logic, because there is no question about it. You can see it by Google Trends. You can see it everywhere. 2K has tanked their player base. And I'm not even talking about the packs, because yesterday's packs were good. I'm not going to lie. This was a decent drop. Yes, Ralph Sampson was not great. For budget guys, you have Trevor Ariza. Norman Powell's not bad. Nurkic, he's priced. Nurkic is useless. He's worthless. 2K priced out all the beginner players, and he's not good for season player. Hachimura, really good. Johnson, when you put range on the guy, he's good. And range isn't that expensive. And he's also, even with range, he's 30k. He's not bad. And Blake Griffin is pretty good. Russell Westbrook is great on next gen. Like, this is not a bad batch of cards. Samson sucks, but that's it. This is not a bad batch of cards. So, it's not even the hype with the pack drops, because we saw it last week. We saw it that Warp Reality had like hype for one day. And then the hype kind of died because there was no reason to play the game on the weekend. Because there was the Triple Threat events, but like people realized after about an hour that there was no rewards coming up. So it is an interesting one at the end of the day. I'm very interested to see, like, I'll never be shown the behind the scenes. And I don't want to be either. I also, like, in actual reality, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to actually see it, but it would be very, very interesting to see whether dropping their player base and making their player base more frustrated at the game, whether that's actually making them more money. Because that's my only theory as to why this is all happening. Maybe they weren't making the money they wanted. Maybe by keeping the player base happy, they made less money. And I called it happening. I called it happening with the Carmelo Anthony packs. I made an entire video on it. And I said that because of the Carmelo Anthony packs, and I'm so confident that with these packs right here, 2K made almost no money. and with how good, and Jaren Jackson Jr. being God tier. Like, I called it when did I not call it when these packs come out? That 2K are going to have to try find a reason why they're like making less money. And I said it. Someone's going to come out with the reason that we have too many good free grindable cards and free achievable grindable cards. And since then, we've got Andre Miller, and then everything's been luck-based. Since then, the weekend before this, we can't forget, the weekend before this, or even the week before this, we had the free Enes Kanter. The weekend before this, we had the 4 free cards for playing the game. So this was to bring people into the mode. This was when the mode was at its peak. And the mode actually was peaking this week, by the way. Like, the mode was really at its peak this week. So, like, the Ron Harper week, it was at a good spot. Because, again, we had a good moments batch. We, again, had at the time, mystery packs weren't dead. The Ron Harper card here was, again, pretty decent. But then, when we realized the 2K's hints were hinting at idols, the hype kind of stopped. And yes, the hype had gone down since here. But one of the biggest things that I realized is that 2K, this is when 2K stopped incentivizing people to play the game. Because of how good Jaren Jackson Jr. was, I'm convinced somebody in 2K's backroom staff, as I predicted, I called because it's very obvious that no one opened packs for these. It's very obvious that no one opened these Carmelo Anthony packs in comparison to other packs. And my theory on it all was that someone in 2K is going to suggest they've been giving out too many free cards, and if we stop giving out free cards, people will open packs. And since then, we've barely seen a free card. We've barely seen a free card that isn't a luck-based mechanic. So, for me, it would be very, like, that was, like, people say that I'm, like, scaremongering, I'm fearing the worst. Exactly what I said would happen, happened. And you can see by Google Trends, you can see by just the amount of interactions that everything's happening at MyTEAM. You can see by the amount of people that have just said that they've either gone to MLB, they've given up, or, crazy enough, as like I've done, gone back to FIFA. You know 2K is in a bad spot when people are saying, and not even me, other people are saying, let's go and play Weekend League. One of the most just frustrating experiences in video games. When people are actively saying, oh, let's go and play Weekend League for a bit of fun. When Weekend League is more fun than your game, you know it's in a bad spot. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I've been saying that this is like 2K self-sabotage, and 2K are sabotaging their numbers. There's no question about that. I'm pretty confident the player base has to be dropping. There is no way the player base is not dropping. But at the end of the day, they might be making more money. Maybe this is an experiment for a couple of weeks to see if we stop giving free cards and we frustrate the fans, whether it be from skill-based matchmaking and unlimited, whether it be from completely random generator rewards in other game modes, such as MyTEAM Limited. The fact that the ring is completely random. The fact that just everything is just in 2K is just now random. Like, these are mechanics that I get it, packs are packs, but these mechanics with everything, like the vault is no different than the slot machine. It just doesn't look like it's gambling. It's literally no different than the slot machine. The MyTEAM Limited is just flip a card, pick a random prize. Triple Threat Online is a ball drop. Like, it's a pachinko machine. Like, everything's a game of chance. This is a $70 freemium game mode. It is. They have more RNG based cards than a freemium game on mobile. Like, this is the type of stuff. Like, I get it. Packs are separate. I'm not even counting packs. But the actual this is one of the first years that the actual, like, in-game good players, it's all luck. It's all luck. And, like, you used to be able to get a great card for going 12-0. Now you need to go 68-0 in a skill-based matchmaking. So, whatever they're doing to MyTEAM Unlimited, man, there's no point playing this mode anymore. There's really not. You're not getting rewarded for playing Unlimited anymore. You're getting rewarded there are 2 ways you're getting rewarded. You're not even getting rewarded playing Triple Threat. Like, you are getting, this whole game mode appears now to be driven into frustrating the player into going into this screen right here. It seems like every mode now is being built around making you as frustrated as possible to get to this screen right here. So that you say, you know what, I'm pissed off, I want to get a good team, I want to get these players, I don't even care anymore about how much grind it is, I've already spent 40 hours on this game mode and got nothing. It's $100, what's €100 to me? When 100 euros not worth 40 hours of my time. Like, that's basically, like, that seems to be the way things are going. And if this continues, my team's gonna die. Like, it is. Like, it simply is. Like I'm never gonna be one of those YouTubers that's out here essentially promoting gambling to kids. I'm never gonna be one of these juice pack people. Although, in fairness, I will say it in the past, I've definitely put out videos around packs that I 100% would not do nowadays. And I've nothing against anyone that does. It's just not for me anymore. But if 2K keeps going the way they're going in my team, the mode is going to die out. And I think what they're doing is so short-sighted. What they're doing is, instead of trying to bring more players into the game mode, they're trying to bring everyone in the mode into buying VC. Like, I think, again, if the player base halves, but it turns out that they only lose the half of the player base that are going to refuse to buy packs, I don't think that makes a hit on 2K. Like, I think 2K would rather have 500 players than have 1 million players if the 500 players spent more on VC than the other 1 million players would. And that's the scary truth about this game mode. It is the scary truth. Like, there's less to do than FIFA. Like, I don't know. We'll have to wait till Season 7. I'm just scared. I'm scared about the direction that this mode's going. I'm scared about the direction 2K's going. And as great as Season 5 was, I think Season 5 did everything near perfect. And whatever about the Age of Heroes, it looked kind of cool. The card art was cool. But there was everything that was doable in the game. Apart from maybe if you're going for those exchange awards on Tuesdays. Was doable was a specific goal. It was a specific goal. And like, I noticed, like, it would be like in school when a teacher would tell you, if you do these specific things, you will get top marks. And you were given specific instructions. Or you were just told, do something and you'll get random marks. You weren't even given any actual, like, instructions. You were just told, do something. You might do great, you might do terrible. But, like, that's just the way this whole thing is that everything in this mode is a game of chance. Literally everything in this game mode is a game of chance. And yeah, it may not look like it, but if you replaced, like, in fairness, the MyTEAM Limited is literally just a random card. Like, that is literally just a random prize. There's a wheel spin at the start of there's a rigged wheel spin. No one has ever got the best prize in the wheel spin, as far as I'm aware. I had 2,000 people in chat and I asked, has anyone got the top prize in wheel spin? They all said no. No one has ever got the top prize from wheel spin. There's a rigged wheel spin for daily logins. There's a triple threat board, which was initially meant to be a slot machine. They just changed the aesthetic. It's still a slot machine. There's challenges, which aren't worth anything anymore. The only thing you can get now from a challenge, you used to be able to do spotlight challenges. These are all worthless now. Moments challenges, you used to actually get like decent amount of MT or decent amount of tokens, but still they're not worth it now. Signature challenges, that's not a bad one, but again, it's a random badge. The weekly challenges used to get cards, but now you play a weekly challenge to, again, basically spin a roulette wheel to see what card you get out of these packs. Like, there is nothing you can do unless the only game mode where there's any actual target is Triple Threat Online. You win X amount of games, you get X amount of players. But once you hit that 1250 or fat lever, and say if you hit the 1250 or fat lever and you hit the Micro Red, you are literally not playing for anything anymore. You're just hoping for luck. Fair, actually no. The level 40 reward is game. But like Tyloo is so is literally luck based as well. Like, there's no mystery involved. There was one mystery, the Easter Hops one, where it had like you run backwards, where there was actual logic to it. The rest of the stuff is just random guesses. This whole game mode's based in RNG, and I don't know what. Maybe this is some experiment, and if it is, I really hope. There is nothing I actually hope more than 2K lost money in the last 4 weeks. There is nothing that I hope more. Like, if they made a whole lot less money in the last 4 weeks, then maybe somebody or maybe even in the last week, they just made no money off these idle packs. Maybe someone in the company will say, maybe pissing off our player base and driving our player base away isn't the right idea. But I'm scared that somebody with power has said this is how, by annoying our player base, by frustrating, by making them used to doing everything for luck, maybe that drags them towards this screen, which is scary. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm worried. Like, I'm not. Like, look, this game, I'll go down swinging with this mode. I will go down swinging with this mode, and I will always do whatever I can to make this game mode accessible for everybody. Whether you're somebody who plays this game, whether you're somebody who plays the game non-stop, whether you're someone who buys, who no-lifes the game, whether you're somebody who buys a lot of packs, whether you're someone who got the game 2 days ago, built up 5,000 MT and are looking for budget players to pick. I will always, my biggest goal on this channel is to make this game mode accessible to everybody. It seems that while 2K were on a really good track for doing that, it made my job easier. It made everyone's job easier. It made the game mode not even easier just to make content on. It made the mode easier to play. Because at the end of the day, long before we were content creators, all of us, we were players. We want, like, before I make a video, I want a reason to play the game. I played the game more in Season 5 than any season apart from Season 1, where I just played Unlimited and hated the life out of playing Season 1. But I got D-Rob. I really enjoyed playing the game in Season 5. You guys have seen me. I've just given up on JR, my main account. And I like JR. I would use JR. I've given up because I don't want to play the game anymore. And yes, it's harder for me to do my job if I don't want to play the game. But look, I'll get by. I can make a million tier lists. But at the end of the day, not only myself, I can see it in everyone I'm talking to. The amount of people I know that in the last 6 weeks during this season that have just stopped playing the game is huge. The amount of beginner players that have been turned off. The amount of people that have just gotten frustrated out of their minds at these RNG-based rewards. Something has to be done. Something really has to be done, because maybe not this year, but if we start off 2K22 and it's just a look, if we play the rest of this year and it's all luck based, it's 2K22 becomes luck based, and this game mode's gonna die. Maybe it's some short term money for 2K, but long term it's gonna kill the mode before it does anything else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.